Right alongside the side of so many great games, Brock. The old Astrodome. We're hoping to see a great game played here inside of this venue. Opened back in 2002 and bearing the same name now that it did back then, Reliance Stadium here in Houston. Coming up, we have a good one for you between the New York Giants and the Houston Texans. Fairbairn ready to get this one going. And we're off and running from Houston. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. Let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Darts coming out throwing. Like a good target, Brock. Neighbors is there. There's the hit. They're going to force him out of play with a gain of about 12. And that gives New York the first.
You just love that kind of execution because it's able to make an impact, Kate, beyond simply getting the first down. That yardage, it really sets them up now to be aggressive with a new set of downs.
This is taken in by Slayton on the right side. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
It's Tracy on 2nd down. Brought down after a gain of about 5. That gives them a first down. Okay, so they sent the blitz, but it almost seemed to backfire there, Brock. They ran through it for a pretty nice game.
Yeah, because there's a little boom or bust,
yeah.
Right? Is an offense, as a QB, if you see that and run away from the blitz, it can be effective like it was there.
Darts looking to throw. Escapes the pocket. And he's just going to huck this one into about row C there. And some lucky fan going to haul in a heck of a souvenir.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
Throwing on 2nd. Darts. Has a man on target to Johnson. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
Tight ends will eat up every one of those opportunities to show and prove they could be chain movers as well. Even as they get more and more recognition in this league, they're still constantly working to prove that they're playmakers too.
The screen pass falls incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Now Dart on 2nd down. He completes it in traffic. Attacking the screen. Look at this defense getting him down behind the line.
Over the decades, you want to see elite defenses in the NFL. They have the big people that can run and the little people that will tackle. In that corner, well, he did his job there.
They've got a man in motion. Here he goes, 3rd and long. And they're going to take him down here. Pressure gets to him at the 36. And that brings up 4th now and 21. So the Giants now going to call on their field goal unit. He's got to drive this one 53 yards down the middle. Pressure coming from the right edge, and they block it. They pick up the block inside the 40. Along the right sideline, there's space. And they scoop up the block and don't stop until they reach pay dirt. Well, shout out to the special teamers, Brock. They got somebody in free to block that kick, and things just got better from there as he took it all the way back.
These special teams coaches, they live in dark places, man, and they look for any vulnerability they can. A lot of times, you're a step slow, just a millisecond away. Not that time. It pays off in the biggest of ways.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Tyrone Tracy now to return. And in the end, only able to get this up to his 25-yard line. First call here coming from the shotgun. Dart setting in the throw here. This one's to Slayton, left side. And give him about 4, nothing beyond the catch. And hit got there quickly.
Well, that's a modest little drag route. But if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Dart now on second down. This one delivered off target, Brock. That's incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Now throw, third and long. That one finds his man, likely. This is going to be a big game, Brock. He's tackled after about 21 yards. And that's going to set up a Giants first down. Back to throw. Here's Dart. This one's going to hit the ground. Incomplete. Looking for his running back there. Going to send him back to the drawing board now for second down.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Catch made. Tyrone Tracy. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And it's good for a New York first down. We've set it downs from 37. To throw, here's Dart. Has him on the quick hitter. He's got it in the red zone. And give him the first down here. Looks to be an even 20 on that play.
It's a gain of 20. And the Giants first down.
Working inside the red zone. Setting up the running back screen. He turns the shallow catch into something more. Give him 8 yards. That sets up second and short. And before they can break the huddle, we've hit the end of our first quarter. 7-0 is our score. More from Reliant Stadium coming right up. Second quarter about to get underway, and an opportunity to score here for the Giants. A handoff to Tracy. Ooh, they're on that one. Second down's going to end up in a loss of yards. That goose egg up on the scoreboard, Brock, is not going away anytime soon if they keep having plays like that.
They really need something. An injection of energy here. Nothing will take the spark out of a series quite like getting stuck for a loss.
Throwing on third. Here's Dart. Back to one of his favorite targets this drive, but incomplete. And that's going to bring up fourth down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and an incomplete.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
Well, he moved past that earlier miss pretty quickly here, Kate. Nice to see that. And now he can carry a little momentum with him to end this opening half.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. Nice starting spot for the Texans here. They're about set. 1st and 10. Stroud in the air to start us off. Well secured by Jaden Higgins. They get a lot out of this play. 21 yards before the tackle is finally made. And that gives Houston the 1st down. To the air, Stroud. That's low and bounces short of his man.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Stroud. And this is incomplete. Had it for a second, but the hit broke up the catch, and now it's 3rd down.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Throwing is Stroud. Got his man. Hopkins has it. They track him down finally as this play goes for about 20. And that gives the Texans a 1st down.
We call 3rd downs money downs for a reason, Kate, because it takes everybody offensively to cash in. Excellent protection. Set the table for the QB to get the completion and the yards necessary.
All the way to the end zone, and this is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Nico Collins. That is number 30 in his NFL career. Fairbairn now for the PAT. Accuracy perfect there as it's center cut. And lead up to a much more comfortable 11 points now. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Here's Tracy on the return. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Now Dart. A throw left side finds Johnson. And he'll get it up to the 27.
We give a lot of credit to receivers, and rightfully so, Kate, for them going into coverage and making a catch. I don't think we give enough credit to tight ends. I know they're big, I know they're physical, but to go into double coverage, take that contact, and come away with the catch, that's a big-time effort.
There's the stop. Looks to be about 7 yards on that play. And it's going to be a New York 1st down. Darts back to throw. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Texans get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Here's Stroud now. Look at that power, deep left side. This is caught inside the 15. And stopped at the 1. All right, so they're going to have to get that final yard. They're going to have to earn it. 1st and goal. From the red zone now. Hits his target in the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Nico Collins. Give him 2 now in this 2nd quarter. Fairbairn now for the PAT. This one splits the uprights. It is good. And lead now up to 18 points. Baird has it all set up for the kickoff. Here's Tracy on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Look at this, 3 tight ends to the right on his 1st and 10. Let's start on the ground here. Tracy. And they drop him after just a yard. 2nd down. Well, you've taught me, Brock. Sometimes it works, and sometimes, like there, almost nothing from them as they just run it right into the teeth of that blitz.
Yeah, the thing, too, about that success is get ready to see more blitzes. The coordinators love to dial it up.
They go right back to Tracy. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. That run good for a gain of 2, and just like that, we've hit our 2-minute warning. It'll be 3rd down and 8 on the other side of this 2-minute warning. More just ahead from Reliant Stadium. It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Here's start now. Pressure closing in. They're going to get him back at the 20. It is the safety Reed Blankenship. And that's going to bring up 4th and 15.
When we think about safeties, I mean, it's just right in the name, right? The safety is the last line of protection in the passing game. We don't think of them as blitzers. But, Kate, let me tell you, for a safety blitz to get home, they got to be great disguisers. They can't show that blitz early. That safety didn't, and the quarterback took the brunt of the contact.
Jordan Stout's headed out to punt it away on 4th. The Texans have Jalen Noel at the ready. Looking to return from the 29. And he's brought down before the return gets far.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
1st down now, ball at the 33. Here's Stroud. Buys time, rolling right. Has a man downfield. It's Collins. And he's going to bring this down to their 35. They get the big play just before half. 31 yards. So the big play moves him well past midfield. Has him set up now at the 35. The Giants using their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. All set to go now from the 35. Stroud. Caught just shy of the goal line. And not in just yet. They stop him at the 2. That's going to bring up 1st and goal.
I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start your read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were, and the QB just nailed it.
And they don't connect there, so only 6 seconds remaining.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Working on 2nd down. Stroud to the end zone, but incomplete. That play is going to force 3rd and goal. And as that one falls incomplete, Brock, the pressure ticks up just a bit because this has been too good a drive to not pay it off in the end zone.
Yeah, Kate, it's time to find your best matchup.
Yeah.
Unless you're already committed to going for it on 4th, you've got one more shot. Players, not plays. Get it to your best player.
So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. First out, all set to send this one away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Going trips left here as they get set. 1st and 10. Now it's Stroud. Good as he's letting that one go, and it's going to fall harmlessly to the ground as a result, Brock. That's incomplete. So, defense fiery as we expected to begin this second half. It is 2nd down. They'll try again from the 20 after the incompletion. Second down throw for Stroud. Fits it through the middle. And he's finally down to put a stop to this one, but a notable chunk of yardage broken off of that game. So 1st down from the 41.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Back to throw, Stroud. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught.
Hey, I get it. If any of their pass catchers have what it takes to beat double coverage, it's him. The kids would say, he's him. That defense knew it's why they doubled him and knocked it away.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. To the air yet again, it's Stroud. On the move, headed right. And they're going to have the 1st down. Nice chunky yards there, getting about 17 of them.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. Collins got it left side. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down. And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
1st down throw by Stroud. Caught near the goal line. And not in just yet. They stop him at the 2. That's going to bring up 1st and goal.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Montgomery has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
And across the line he goes. Touchdown, Texans. Dalton Schultz. That is number 30 in his NFL career. The extra point is good by Fairbairn. And they continue piling onto this lead. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Here's Tracy on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here starts. He's hit and taken down. They got him at the 18. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for second down.
Take a look at that scoreboard, and you just can't backwards. If you're going to close this gap, you've got to stay on schedule. I've had a hard time doing so with a double-digit deficit.
Start now on second down. It's caught right side by Johnson. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
Sure nice to see them looking for their tight ends in the passing game. Such great size to have out there. It really forces defenses to try to find a way to defend them along with everybody else.
He's fighting all he can, but won't get that final yard. They're going to have fourth down coming up. They'll go. Here's Darts. And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs. We've set it downs from 37. First down, Stroud. Taking a chance to the end zone. He's got it. What a throw. Touchdown, Houston. Nico Collins. That is 3 for this game, and yep, Statman Dan telling me now 11 on this season. Fairbairn connects on that extra point. They have their lead by 1.